In continuation of my previous lecture, we are discussing the type of interactions involved in the elementary particle reactions. Now, here there are the interactions are these classified into three types. The first one is strong interaction, and the second one is electromagnetic interaction, and the third one is weak interaction. The strong interactions, all the particles involved are hadrons, and the associate productions are strange particles are produced in pairs or groups. No single strange particle is produced in the strong interaction. In electromagnetic interaction, the even number of photons are present, and the particle and antiparticle present the same side. So, for example, a positron and electron are K plus and K minus mesons. So, particle and antiparticle may be present. Leptons is present in the weak interaction. That is, suppose for example, if you take this particle reaction, a proton and decays to neutron decays to proton, electron plus antineutrino. So, here this is a lepton, electron is a lepton, this is a lepton. So, lepton must be present for in the weak interaction. And strange particle decay, that you can that is also an example for the weak interaction. The strange particle decay is also a weak interaction. For the strong interaction, the Q, the charge Q, quantum number charge Q, baryon number I3, strangeness quantum number, they all are conserved, and the isospin I may or may not be conserved. So, you need not worry about the conservation of I, but all the other quantum numbers must be conserved. Q, B, I3, S must be necessarily conserved. For electromagnetic interaction, Q, L lepton number, baryon number, I3S, these are conserved. Q, L, B, I3S are conserved. For weak interaction, Q, L, B, S are conserved. So, here the delta S may be 0, or even if it is delta S is equal to plus or minus 1, this is also allowed. When delta S is different from plus or minus 1, suppose it is plus or minus 2, that is not allowed. So, delta S is 0, alright. Delta is, even if it is delta S is plus or minus 1, this is also allowed in the weak interaction. So, in order to solve these problems, first you draw this diagram. So, draw the meson octet and baryon octet and baryon 3 plus 3 by 2 plus decouplet. So, instead of memorizing all the quantum numbers, just you draw the diagram, and at the corners you indicate all the particles. So, this is a K plus corresponds to K plus, K minus, pi minus, K minus, K0 bar, pi plus, and so on. So, you indicate the particles at the corners. So, once if you draw this diagram, you can solve these problems very quickly. That is why you first draw the diagram. And so, this corresponds to one group, pi plus, pi 0 minus, this is another group, K0 bar, K minus bar, this is another group, pi 0, N0. So, this is the N0 is another group. So, also you note that along the diagonal the charges are the same. So, here this charges are plus, along this diagonal the charges are minus, along the diagonal the charges are same charges minus. So similarly here also this is a plus and this is plus, 0 0 0. So along this diagonal this is 0, along this diagonal this is minus. So similarly you can also check here it is along this diagonal a double plus, along this one you will have single plus, this is charge 0, here the charge minus 1 and so on. Now you can write down the corresponding expressions very near here the charge q, this is the formula I3 to I plus 1 is the total number of particles from this the isospin quantum number can be calculated. The hypercharge y is equal to b plus s. So from this strangeness quantum number can be calculated. So if you, and here this diagram is drawn, I3 along the x axis, y along the capital Y along the y axis. Y is called as a hypercharge and I3 is the third component of the isospin quantum. So once if you have a diagram, you can solve this problem very quickly. Now let us consider some problems which are useful for the, all the problems that we are going to discuss are the problems already asked in the your GATE examination or NET examination and so on. So they all are the important problems. So now first we consider identify the type of interactions and find whether it is allowed or not. Now let us consider this is a K plus P is the here K plus sigma plus K0 bar. Now you see the all are hadrons. There are no leptons are there. This is all are hadrons. So first if it is all are hadrons, then this must be a strong interaction. So for strong interaction all particles must be hadrons. So they are all are hadrons. Now let us first take Q, the charge. So since K plus, so this is charge is plus 1, proton plus, K plus here charge is plus 1, for sigma plus charge is plus 1, K0 bar this is charge is 0. So the right hand side and left hand side same value of Q, therefore the change in charge delta Q is equal to 0, therefore the charge is conserved. So we are going to check the conservation. Then baryon number, this is a meson, so the baryon number is 0. This is the baryon which is a plus 1. Here this, since it is a meson 0, this is plus 1 and meson the baryon number is 0. So right side left side the baryon number is equal, so delta B is 0. Similarly if you find I, the I for K plus is half, I for P is half. If you have a doubt you can use this formula because 2I plus 1 is equal to 2. So there are two particles K plus and K, this K plus and K0 they form one group. So there are two, put N is equal to 2 here. So if you solve this one, I is equal to half. So that is your isospin quantum number. Similarly for proton, since there are the group contains two particles, then I will be half. For K plus half, sigma plus sigma plus you have the sigma plus, sigma 0, sigma minus. This is there are three particles in the group. There are three particles in the group. I must be 1 that we have discussed earlier. K0 bar half. So on the right hand side, left hand side, you find the change in delta I. This is not 0. So isospin quantum number is not conserved. Similarly, find I3. I3 is K plus is equal to half. That from this diagram you can easily see. This is for K plus. So this point is a half. So the x coordinate is I3, y coordinate is your y. So this is half. So just look at this diagram and you write down the values. I3 half for P is equal to half. The I3 value is equal to half and K plus is equal to half and sigma plus. So what is here? This is a sigma plus. So this value is 1. I3 is equal to 1. So I3 is equal to 1 and K0 bar is equal to half. You notice that delta I3 is not 0. Similarly, if you take S for K plus, what is the strangeness quantum number? This is equal to what? So Y value. So actually strangeness quantum number is equal to Y minus B. For meson B is equal to 0. So the hypercharge value is the same as the strangeness quantum number. So S is equal to here is 1. For P here this is Y is equal to 1, baryon number is 1, so 1 minus 1 0, therefore S is 0. So you fill all the values S number corresponding to each particle, and you notice that delta S is not equal to 0. Therefore delta I3 and delta S is not 0, even though delta Q and delta B is 0. So here, in order to satisfy whether the reaction is a possible reaction, all these quantum must be satisfied. If only if I is not conserved, that is not a problem. Otherwise the remaining 4 must be conserved, Q, B, I3, S. So since I3 and S is not conserved, this is a forbidden reaction. Now let us take another example. Sigma plus is this is transformed to lambda 0 plus pi plus. Now here the sigma plus is a strange particle. Strange particle will have a strangeness quantum number, strange particle, and this is a strange particle decay. This is a one particle decays into many particles. So this is a decay equation. So this is a one particle one side, and here you have more particles. So this is a decay equation. So this is since it is a decay strange particle, this is a strange particle decay. Strange particle decay is a strange particle decay is an example for a weak interaction. And now let us check whether it is a allowed reaction. You write down the Q value for sigma plus 1, lambda 0 0, pi plus 1. So these numbers can be checked from this diagram. And so Q on right side, left sides are both are equal. So this is charge is conserved. Baryon number is also conserved. Strangeness quantum number sigma plus is equal to -1, and lambda 0 is also -1, and pi plus, this is a strangeness quantum number is 0. So therefore strangeness quantum number is also satisfied. So QBS since there is no leptons, we need not worry about the conservation for that particular particle. So QBS are all are satisfied, and therefore this is a allowed reaction, and since this is a strange particle decay, this is a weak interaction. So this is allowed through weak interaction. Now let us consider the third example. Pi 0 goes to gamma plus gamma. So this is again a decay equation, but here we are getting gamma plus gamma. There are two photons. Gamma is a photon. So here there are even number of photon is present. Therefore this may be an electromagnetic interaction. Even number of photons are present, it is an electromagnetic interaction. Now the charge is here, this is 0, photon 0 0. So charge is conserved. Baryon, since this is a meson, therefore this is a baryon number is 0. Here also this is a baryon number is 0. Therefore baryon is baryon number is also conserved. I3, this here 0 0 0, I3 is conserved, strangeness is conserved. So all the quantum numbers are conserved. Therefore this is an allowed reaction through electromagnetic interaction. Now let us consider the fourth example. Tau plus goes to mu plus plus gamma. Now here there is only one photon is present in that reaction. So if odd number of photons are present, the reactions is not an allowed reaction. So only even number of photons must be present, so that is an electromagnetic interaction. If odd number of photons are present, then this is not an allowed reaction. Now we will discuss the other problems. Now let us consider this problem. The fifth one, k minus plus p goes to pi 0 plus lambda 0. Now you see, all these particles are hadrons. So these all are hadrons. All are hadrons. So now you check the conservation laws. So for first is charge. This is -1 plus 1. Here 0 plus 0. Therefore delta Q is 0. And the lepton number, there is no lepton. So you need not find the conservation because there is no lepton is present here. Then for baryon, so this is a meson, so baryon number is 0. This is a baryon 1. This goes to here is 0 plus this is 1. So delta B is 0. So baryon number is conserved. Isospin quantum number. So this is half for the two particle group. This is half. Pn. This is a two particle group. So since there are two particles in the group, this is half. And pi meson three particle group. Pi plus, pi 0, pi minus. So if there are three particles, the isospin is 1. For lambda 0, this is for lambda 0. I is equal to 0. There is only one particle. Lambda 0 itself is a single group, one particle. Therefore, the isospin quantum number is 0. So here this is 1. This is right side is 1. Left side is 1. So delta I is also 0. And find I3. Here this is a minus half. If it is a k minus, this is a minus half. For proton, this is plus half. And for pi 0, so pi plus is plus 1, pi 0 is 0, pi minus is minus 1. Here, since it is pi 0, this is 0, lambda 0, this is 0. So this is for the left side is the sum is 0, right side is 0. Therefore, the delta I3 is also the difference in the isospin number after the reaction, before the reaction, the difference is 0. So the I3 is also conserved. So whenever the change is 0, that quantum number is conserved. So charge is conserved, baryon number is conserved, isospin is conserved, I3 is conserved. Similarly, you take S. Here this is strangeness quantum number is -1 plus 0. Here 0 minus 1. Therefore the delta S is So if you want to write the number from this diagram is very important. So you draw the diagram and from this you can write down all these numbers Q, B, I, I3S. So all the numbers can be obtained from this diagram itself. So now here all the quantum numbers are all the conservation laws are satisfied. So this is an allowed reaction. This is allowed. Then allowed, so since they are the hadrons, this is allowed strong interaction. Then you take the next problem. Suppose if we take the cascade particle or Xi particle, it may be called a Xi particle or cascade, anyway you can call. This is lambda 0 plus pi minus. This is a strange particle. So this is a strange particle decay. So this is a one particle and goes to many particles. So this is a strange particle decay. So if it is a strange particle decay, it must be a weak interaction. Now let us check whether the conservation laws are satisfied. So here first you check the charges, here -1, here 0, -1. Therefore, the delta Q is satisfied, delta Q is 0 allowed, and for the lepton number, they all are baryons, so you need not write down the lepton number. And for baryon, so this is a baryon 1, the quantum number, lambda 0 is 1, meson, the baryon number is 0. Therefore, here the delta B is also 0, and for S, psi minus, for psi minus here, so this is -2. So the Y minus B, Y is -1, baryon number is 1, so -1 of -1, so this is -2 this side, here this lambda 0 is -1, so this is a lambda 0, so this is Y value is 0, baryon number is 1, so 0 -1, so this is -1, and here pi minus, it is 0, the strangeness number is 0. So this is this side -2 and this is -1. So what is delta S? Delta S is equal to -1, final value minus of -2, which is equal to +1. Now, so here delta Q is 0, delta B is 0, and for a weak interaction, if delta S is 0 is allowed, at the same time, if delta is different from 0, if delta S is plus or minus 1 is also allowed. So since delta S is +1, this is also allowed. So this is an allowed reaction. Therefore, this is allowed through weak interaction. Next, we consider a problem. P goes to N plus E plus nu E. Now, the electron is the positron, and here neutrino, they are leptons. So, since lepton is present, it must be a weak interaction. So, lepton is present, lepton is present, so therefore this is a weak interaction. Now let us check the quantum numbers. Q here +1, 0, +1, 0. So delta Q is 0. This is a conservation of charge is satisfied. Then lepton number. This is a lepton, here this is 0, this is 0. Here lepton number for electron +1, positron this is -1, need to know this is +1. So this is a delta L is equal to also 0, and baryon number here 1, this is 1, here the leptons for baryon number is 0. So here also delta B is 0. And yes, strangeness number, the strange number is 0 for all the particles. So delta S is 0. Therefore, all the conservation law are satisfied for charges, lepton number, baryon number, as well as strangeness. Therefore, here this is an allowed reaction through weak interaction, because since lepton is present, this is a weak interaction. So this is allowed weak interaction. Then we will consider one more thing. This is you consider reaction 1H2 to helium 3 plus E minus. So 1H2 to helium 3 plus E minus. So once if it is given like this must be written in the form of the elementary particles. So 1H2 may be 1 proton plus 1 neutron, that gives 1H2, because here this is mass number 2, charge number is 1. So P means 1 P1, here 1 N0, that is the meaning. This is charge is 0, this is 1. So this 1 plus 1 2, here the charge number 1 plus 0 is 1. So this may be expressed in this form. So this is like this. Here 2 helium 3, this must be P plus P plus N. So this is 1 P1, 1 P1, 0. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 3, 1 plus 1 plus 0 2. There are 2 heliums plus the electron E minus. Now let us write down the quantum numbers corresponding to each particle. This is the charge quantum number. Since this is a proton, this is 1, neutron 0, 1 plus 1 plus 0 minus 1. So left side is right side is plus 1, left side is also plus 1. So therefore delta Q is equal to 0. So the charge is charge quantum number is satisfied. Conservation law corresponding to the charge is satisfied. Now similarly for L, this is a baryon. So this is lepton number 0, lepton number 0, 0 plus 0, here 0, and this is a lepton, this is a number is 1. So lepton number is not satisfied. So delta L is not equal to 0. And baryon number, this is 1 plus 1, here 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0. So 2, here the 3, so delta B is also not 0. Baryon number is, the conservation for baryon is not satisfied. If you take S, the strangeness number here is 0 plus 0, here 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, so delta S is. So the delta L is not 0, delta B is not 0. Since it is the lepton is present, it is a weak interaction. But since delta L is not 0, delta B is not 0, they are lepton quantum number is not conserved, baryon quantum number is not conserved. Therefore, this is not an allowed reaction. So this is not allowed. So in this way, if any reaction is given using this all the write down all the quantum numbers Q, L, B, I, I3 corresponding to each particle. So in order to fill the numbers, these diagrams are very much useful. So using this, you check whether the conservation, if it is conserved, the change in the quantum number must be 0. If it is not 0, it is not conserved. So for the quantum numbers are conserved, it is an allowed reaction. Otherwise, it is not an allowed reaction. The next one is so sometimes the question may be asked in a different way. The idea may be the same idea, but may be asked to identify the missing particle. So a reaction will be given, and you are asked to find the missing particle. The reaction is suppose identify the missing particle. Suppose you take an example, k minus plus p, k plus x. You have to find x. What is? So you assume the reaction is an allowed reaction, and you find what should be the missing particle. Now for this, write down first Q. Here the Q is minus 1, this is plus 1, here plus 1. So here you put this is a Q. So since the reaction is an allowed reaction, this is given. So for the allowed reaction, you have to find the missing particle. So this is a plus 1, this is a plus 1, minus 1. So what should be the Q? Q must be equal to minus 1. So the missing particle's charge must be minus 1. Similarly, now let us check whether a lepton, if it is a lepton or a baryon, we don't know. So this is this is lepton number 0, this is 0, here this is K 0, this is L. So in order to conserve this lepton quantum number, L must be 0. And baryon number, this is a baryon number is 1, for proton 1, this is 1 plus the B. So the B must be also 1. So this must be a baryon. So this is not a lepton, it must be a baryon. And strangeness quantum number for K minus, this strangeness quantum is minus 1. For proton this is 0. This is for K plus, the strangeness number is plus 1 plus S. So S must be minus 2. So for K minus, strangeness number is minus 1, because this is a meson B is 0. So Y value will be S itself. So from this is minus 1. For K plus, this is a plus 1. Okay, your particle X must be, the charge must be minus 1, it must be a baryon, it must be minus 2. So if it is a minus 2, then from this diagram you see, this is Y is equal to minus 1. So what is the S value corresponding to these two particles? This must be Y minus B, B is a baryon. So minus 1 of minus 1, minus 2. So these particles psi 0 and psi minus, these two particles belongs to S is equal to minus 1. So they are also baryons. So the particle may be either this or this. So from this S is equal to minus 2, we infer that the particles may be of either this psi minus or psi 0. Now here, what is the charge of this particle? Charge must be minus 1. So among these two, this is having a charge mass. Therefore, this particle X must be this cascade particle. So this must be this way. So you have to find this one. This must be this. So similarly, you take one more example, pi minus plus p, k0 plus x. Now here also you find q value is, here this is minus 1, plus 1, 0 and q. So q must be 0. and a lepton number. This is 0 plus 0, this is 0 plus x, so the L and the L will be 0. So it is not a lepton. For baryon, this is meson, so the baryon number is 0, this is 1, this is 0 plus B, so B value must be 1, and find S. S is equal to, this is strangeness quantum number, 0 plus 0, here this is a K0 strangeness number is 1, and this is S. So S must be, the strangeness quantum number must be minus 1. Then you find I3, for this is minus 1 plus half, this is minus half plus I3, and I3 must be 0, and I 1 plus half, here this is a half plus I is equal to. So the particle must have a charge 0, it is not a lepton, must be baryon, charge S must be minus 1, I3 0, I1. So S is equal to minus 1 means these particles must have so sigma plus, sigma 0, sigma minus, lambda 0. This corresponds to S is equal to minus 1. So this part will be one among these. Now Q is 0. Since Q is 0, this may be either this one or lambda 0. So you have to eliminate in this way. First, if S is minus 1, there are 4 possibilities. Since Q must be 0, there must be 2 possibilities. Then I3 is 0. Since the 2 particles are the same location, I3 is 0. So you need not using this conservation. You cannot get an idea about this particle. Now let us go for the last one, I is equal to 1. When I is equal to 1, this sigma particle have 3 particles. If there are 3 particles, I will be 1. For a single particle, I is